Grant Park High School was built in 1959 and is surrounded by a large number of businesses, including a shopping mall, banks, grocery stores, fitness centers, and restaurants.
Grant Park's team name is the Pirates, and they have a very strong football team, as well as a very strong dance and performing arts program. The school takes football very seriously, so that even the boys on the football team leave classes early to go to practice in the beginning of the year. Football is very heteronormative in the school, as there is no girls' football team. The dance program is also predominantly girls, which sustains heteronormativity in schools. Grant Park is a very accessible school for students who may have injuries, disabilities, or be in wheelchairs. The school is all one level and has a very open layout, giving it a strong sense of inclusion and community. The school's classrooms are also all connected by doorways, as well as the hallways, making it a very open, approachable environment and encouraging less isolation of classrooms. Gender fluidity and genderqueer students are supported in the school through the student group GLOW, which stands for gay, lesbian, or whatever. The school also offers many other support services, including an on-site school kinesiologist on all days. The area also has the Pan Am Clinic located right next to the school, which is handy for students if they have any sport-related injuries and need support services. Located around Grant Park is a lot of opportunity for physical activity. Directly next to the school is an arena where various sports like hockey, ringette, and figure skating occur. Next to the arena are many soccer fields, which are owned by South End United Soccer Club, but used by a lot of the people in the Grant Park community. There are also various football fields and a track which are used by the school. A number of fitness centers are located nearby, including the Pan Am Pool and Good Life Fitness, which students are able to access outside of school. All of these various opportunities for physical activity are very accessible to the students of Grant Park, promoting physical well-being in kids. The students of Grant Park are very privileged in this sense to live and attend school in an area that promotes so much physical activity.
The surrounding neighborhood and businesses of Grant Park High School indicate that there is minimal multiculturalism and multilingualism in the area. This idea does not accurately represent the population of students within the school, however, because the school itself has a large range of diversity with students from many different cultures and nationalities. Grant Park has a prominent EAL program, indicating that a lot of the students are not English first language students. However, all of the businesses and signs around Grant Park School, which there is a huge number of, are predominantly English. The majority of residents in the adjacent neighborhoods to Grant Park High School are also primarily Caucasian, so this may signify that a large number of students who are from other cultures are coming from different parts of the city to attend this school, and would stay around the area mainly just during school hours. So, in the evenings and weekends, the bulk of people shopping at the mall or visiting the various businesses are Caucasian English-speaking patrons.
Grant Park High School is in an area with heavy commuter traffic. During the week, the area experiences a lot of traffic during morning rush hour, lunch hour, and evening rush hour. Much of this traffic is through traffic, traveling down Grant or Taylor as a means to getting to their final destination. However, there are of course many Grant Park High School students driving to and from school, being dropped off and picked up, busing, or walking. During the day, there are a lot of Grant Park students in the area, whether they be on spare or lunch, walking around the area to many stores and restaurants. After about 4 p.m. and after most of the students have left, sometime during the evening rush hour traffic, the demographic of the traffic flips. Instead of mostly through traffic, the traffic turns into people coming to the area for a specific purpose. Both Grant and Taylor remain relatively busy during these weekday evenings, as there are a lot of stores in both Grant Park Mall on Grant and a lot of the strip malls on Taylor. There are many people grocery shopping, stopping at restaurants for dinner, attending sporting events, shopping, and running errands. On the weekends, the area is still relatively busy. Lots of families can be seen running errands, attending soccer games, and shopping. Just like the weekdays, much of the traffic can be seen is through traffic. However, there are also many people coming to the area for a specific purpose before leaving.
I went to Grant Park Mall on Friday, October 13th, 2017 at 6:09 p.m. and left at 6:30 p.m. There were a lot of people shopping at the co-op and more coming and going all the time. McDonald's was also very busy with lots of cars going through the drive-thru and a good variety of young families, teenagers, and seniors eating in or just hanging out, filling up half of the restaurant with a steady stream of people ordering takeout. Traffic along Grant was regular, not too busy, but cars coming and going almost all the time. Fion's and Applebee's seemed to be attracting good business too. In the car parking demographic, I noticed that between Co-op and McNally Robinson bookstore, there were a lot of cars occupying the parking lot, especially in front of McNally Robinson. However, near and around Canadian Tire, there were hardly any cars at all. Inside the mall, there were not a lot of people, but a good number spread out over the mall. 2 representatives stood at the realty kiosk, or sitting area. There were some families with little kids. There were also some young immigrant adults and families, but the shoppers were made up of mostly Caucasian middle-class senior citizens. McNally Robinson had very good business, again, mostly seniors. While some people were actually walking around and shopping, a lot of the people were just hanging out at the different restaurants or sitting at the different seating areas around the mall. There is a large variety of shops and other services at Grant Park Mall, like fashion ponchos, restaurants, fast food places, the McNally Robinson bookstore, clothing stores, grocery stores, salon, Bell MTS kiosk, shoes, little baby clothing stores, Autopack, CIBC, dry cleaners, Shoppers Drug Mart, and Canadian Tire. But what actually seemed to be attracting the locals on this particular night was the movie theater, or the cinema. Besides McNally Robinson, the place in the mall with the highest density of people was at this cinema. When I was there, a lot of people were sitting or standing around waiting to go in to see the movie.
These traffic patterns can cause us to ask a couple of questions. First, how would these businesses fare if the students were in the area? It is plausible that the student demographic is extremely important for the welfare of many of these businesses, and that without the student demographic, these commercial districts may not be self-sustaining. And second, how far are people commuting in order to use the businesses in this area? The shopping, facilities, and restaurants do attract people from other areas, but with the Kenniston Common area just down the way, how does it compete? In general, there was not much to be seen regarding gender normativity or gender fluidity. The one thing that we were able to find was a flag sticker on the door of one of the local businesses. J's for Glasses is a family-owned optical shop with an LGBTQ pride flag sticker on their front window. Quite a few members of the LGBTQ community come to shop at this store, even when they do not live in the area. Many people hear about this store through word of mouth, as the store has been recommended to them by other members of the LGBTQ community.
There are a number of religious centers near to Grant Park High School, such as various types of Christian churches and a Jewish synagogue. The assemblage of people, however, who would be visiting these forms of worshiping places would still generally be Caucasian, predominantly English-speaking people who dominate the surrounding neighborhood, supporting this idea of little multiculturalism in the area outside of the school population itself.
All these observations come together to show 2 very different worlds that make up the Grant Park community. Grant Park High School is continually moving forward toward modern ideals of gender, disability, and cultural inclusivity, providing an ever-improving learning environment for students of all diversities. In strong contrast, the surrounding community, while it tries to cater to the students' interests in order to achieve financial gain and stability, stays in the past, continuing to promote the social reproduction of conservative, middle-class, Caucasian senior citizens.